No talking. I can't hear. Whoa.
How you doing?
Good. I think I gotta change my audio setting. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you need to have some canaries and rhythm or something going. Popcorn?
Yeah. I got some epic music. Hey, Ben. Yeah, doing well.
Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Greetings, Steph.
How are we all this fine morning, afternoon, evening?
This all day, yeah.
All the better for listening to you, Steph.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, you're too kind, mate. You're too kind.
Yeah, and for me, it got even better about like a half hour ago. And you got a client that says, yes, we want to proceed. That's always
very good.
That's always a nice thing to hear.
You gotta like that.
Yeah.
Is that the one you mentioned the other day, Jimmy Popcorn?
Yeah. Well, because there was one from last Friday and one from Monday, and the one from last Friday didn't get in touch, so I got in touch with them. They said, "Oh yeah, we found someone else." I'm like, "Okay," but then the one from Monday was a big one, and they said they'd get back within 72 hours. So yesterday I called, left a voicemail, and then tonight they're like, "Yes, we want to proceed." I'm like, "Ah, yes."
Congratulations, mate.
Thanks. Because they said my price was reasonable, and I came recommended, and I wasn't a big firm, so I was like, nice. So I was in bed, and I saw Jet Fuel sent me a message saying, "Is there a flight tonight?" And I went to go to message him, and then I saw that email, and I like just jumped out of bed, and I was like, "F yeah!" And then my son I had just put my son to bed like 15 minutes before. Well, I could hear him; he's banging on the wall. It's like he was like celebrating. But yeah, it was good. So yeah, well, welcome everyone. What time is it? What? For that time, yeah. So, yeah, I picked this flight out last week, just after the last Friday's flight. And I didn't really go around looking at it, but when we take off from here, we're gonna go up north. There's like this crater, and it actually looks awesome in the simulator. So, we can, we'll go there in just a moment. But all of the on this flight plane, all of the airports will land at. I got a waypoint. Oh, waypoint 2, I think, is an airport. Yeah, it's an airport. It's just I went off the mark, I guess, on it. But yeah, let's get started, because it'll be about like 2 hours or so. So we can spool up and take off.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, good.
Hey.
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's been a while. I've just back for the weekend and then off again.
Oh,
Oh,
Get some flying in while I can.
yeah.
Howdy, da, mate.
Hi, Gunny. How's it going?
Very good, mate.
Happy days. Yeah, I'm just loading in. I'll see you in the sky.
Cool.
Hey, Veer.
Did you just read the message, Popcorn?
Yeah, I read your message.
It's the old, you call that a knife?
Yeah. Where's the Java Lava? Where's that gonna be?
Java.
In Java?
Yeah, Java. Indonesia.
Oh, Indonesia, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a catchy name.
Yeah, Java Lava.
The original splash screen was a cup of coffee with flames shooting out the top of it.
Yeah, I guess Joe will have to go, because everyone will have to have a cup of Joe and with their Java.
Go.
In fact, I'll send you what I was going to put there. There you go, Popcorn. That was the original splash.
Yeah, it looks good, but the one that you actually chose looks a lot better.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What are you flying, la-di-da?
I'm in the Alpha Jet.
Oh, okay. I hopped in your favourite.
It's bloody good fun, this Alpha Jet. It's free. I mean, none of the dials or anything work in the cockpit, but it's so manoeuvrable to fly. It's really good fun.
Linking flick to me?
Yeah, we'll do. One sec.
Thank you. Love anything that's free.
Yeah, good price, good price.
Should I put it in the community chat or just send it to you direct?
You can put it in a community chat.
Yeah, alright, okay, coming in now.
Yeah,
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, there you go.
You're a good
Yeah,
man.
it's really good fun and super manoeuvrable. I've been celebrating it big time.
How fast does it go?
About 400 knots, tops out at.
Right.
Just shy of it, maybe.
Yeah, this caldera really blew out on the side, didn't it, Popcorn?
Yeah. I've got it at few clouds, and it's nice because just above the clouds, it's just clear skies pretty much, but the clouds are just hovering around the peak of the mountain.
Yeah, live weather's like 30 knot winds.
Yeah, I was also thinking about live weather too. This is nice. Because I had someone else contact me yesterday with like 4 years of taxes, and I'm like, yeah, I can help you, but
Price.
and then so then contacted me again today, and she's like, oh, when I asked you for help, I asked a whole bunch of other accountants for help, so now they're all telling me I shouldn't file it. I'm like, no, here, don't worry about them, let's just talk. you to me, forget about them. We'll do it. I've done this before. She's like, okay. So later on this afternoon, I told my wife, I'm like, I just hope she comes through today because I want to finish off the week on a good note.
Yeah.
But when the other one, like about an hour ago, I'm like, yeah, this is even better. But it's stuff I've only done in class. I've never done in the real world, but I have a course to help guide me, and it's not complex.
It's called fake it till you make it, Popcorn.
That's because what I said was, I'm assuming you've got the experience to do the personal and corporate taxes. I'm like, oh yeah, I've done plenty of personal taxes, and I've got an MBA and blah blah blah. I didn't say anything about corporate. And I'm like, if you're a few years late, the situation's effed up already. I can't F it up anymore. But there's a lot to it before taxes are done, so it's more so I'm doing the taxes, so it's... I'll be double and triple checking my own work.
Can't just plug it into TurboTax, eh?
No, not with corporate. And this morning, what was it? I looked on LinkedIn and I saw someone posted that they were doing like a run to I think on the number of miles that they run, they want so many donations for, I don't know if it was like a cancer association or something. But it was in memory of this lady, and the picture was that we've now done this many miles, which is the length to take us from here to the Canary Islands, which is where she always loved to go vacationing. And I was like, oh, I'm flying to the Canary Islands tonight. I was like, it's just I've never really talked about Canary Islands other than his flight, and showed up in my LinkedIn this morning. So it was nice. I guess they probably want a donation from me now.
Probably.
Sorry. All right, so we're off to Hierro or Hierro, because it's Spanish. Gotta really roll those R's. Yeah, so Joe, you're looking forward to that CRJ on the 16th?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Can you find out what the next update is?
next update, Sim update 3 is on Tuesday.
No, it's been delayed, hasn't it?
No,
Not,
that's
that's the new date.
That's the world update is pushed back into first week of April, but the sim update, I forget what comes with it, but it's a bunch of new things or fixes.
Issues for one.
I thought it was middle of March or something. I might be wrong though. So they're saying it's this coming Tuesday?
Yep. Because on Tuesday, just gonna go see their tweet.
What's what the update? What is it that they're updating? Is it more scenery or what?
I think it's just general sim improvements.
Yeah. I think a lot of
Graphics, performance.
Garmin GPS work's supposed to be done too, I think, I hope.
Yep.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Supposed to be fixed. And
Yeah.
then a lot of the weather issues, supposedly. I think that was the second thing on the list.
And in exchange for that, you no longer have landing gear.
Yeah, they haven't put it on the list what they're taking away from the sim, or what they're going to screw up. So if they've got a list of 3 things that are coming to the sim, you got to take about like 9 off.
I'll do stuff. I'll do.
I'll do.
Super fun, this Alpha Jet, innit, Steph?
Oh, yeah.
Just sticking in community, do you, la-di-da?
Yeah, yep, straight into community, yeah.
Well, if I stick it in while I'm up doing it now, I should be able to go on the technical or developer and select it, shouldn't I?
Don't know, not sure.
Not
Yeah,
sure.
maybe I have to no, I
Yeah.
have to reload.
Yeah, reload, I think.
If it works with everything else in the community folder, you have to reload.
Yeah.
Lida, are you close to the tsunami zones?
Nah, that was further up north.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty big shake, so 7.1 and then an 8.1. It's not great.
Crazy.
But they showed the tsunami on TV. It was about 6 inches high, wasn't it, la-di-da?
Yeah, just a bit of a wave coming in.
Well,
The thing is, they reckon that could happen in the town I'm in, Wellington. It's the same subduction zone fault line, and they reckon that can generate up to a 9, and that's under our city, which is not great.
well, because I heard about the tsunami afterwards, or the tsunami warnings, after I saw my friend's post. He posted a snapshot from Wellington Airport.
Right, okay.
And I said, "Where's the beef?" But he's actually up in the UK. He lives in the UK now. But you're the opposite. You're from the UK, living in Wellington.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've been out here 15 years now, so nearly 16.
Yeah, and he would be the opposite. Well, he came up here to Canada because we went to university together, and then he shipped off to the UK.
16 years, you still not up to acting.
Nah, I think because where I work, it's like the United Nations, so you're not round one accent enough to pick it up or lose your own, you know.
Yeah.
Sense.
A pretty big file, la-di-da.
Yeah, I think it's about a gig or something.
Yeah.
What are you in, Joe? C25?
I switched to the CJ4
Oh, okay, yeah.
just to practice.
Yep, because I was gonna say this could have been done in the CJ4 or the Longitude. Longitude's a little quicker.
That's what I'm flying, Pop.
Okay.
Gone off to TBM for some reason. Maybe I flew it too much early days.
So we're landing at Hero, are we?
Yeah.
It's only about 3 minutes away.
Yeah, because I can start seeing the mound.
Are we coming in on 34 or are we going straight in?
You can go whichever way, but I guess it depends on your wind or whatever you like.
2 knots from the right either way.
Well, I'm always flying this using the autopilot, so I thought I'd see what it's like to actually hand fly it.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard from Bing Dinger recently?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him since before Christmas.
Might have just dropped off the radar completely.
Yeah, and same thing with Waldo. Waldo was, I know he was busy with, like he works out of port and with the ships and stuff.
Right.
But he said he was going to be busy during Christmas, but afterwards it'd relax and he'd be able to come back. But haven't heard from him. Sent him a message, but he's still boosting the server. Like, yeah, I'm like, all right. Even if you want to thank him, you won't get the message.
Yeah, I think the sim's a bit like a drug, Popcorn. I think some of the euphoria is starting to peter out.
Yeah.
I wish it would peter out for me. I'm spending so much time. It's like an addiction.
Yeah, I had one shot at getting home last night, and it was like, right, gonna get home, get on the Aussie flight group, because I haven't been on it for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
So I saw my window, and that's what I'm doing today, is playing this, and then back into it tomorrow. Need my fix.
You're busy with work then? I missed the story of why you're gone.
Yeah, I'm away on work at the moment.
Gotcha. That's good, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice little bit of downtime as well.
Yeah, Keith, you could click on Community Flights 1 in Discord, where everyone else is, then you'll be able to hop in. And we're mostly in the TBM. Will says his PC won't let him play the game anymore, even if he reinstalls it. It gets stuck on checking for updates. Ooh.
Probably better empty his community folder.
Yeah, Will, are you on Steam or through Microsoft Store? Did they have a fix for the flaps this week, or is that coming with the sim update?
No, they already updated it.
Okay. Okay.
What, they fixed the flap issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Yep.
When did that happen? Because it happened the last update where they actually
three or
created
4
it.
days ago, maybe.
Okay.
It
I
was
didn't
just
see
a
any
Windows 4 update, and so it was client side. You didn't get an update in the game like normal.
I didn't see any update notification when I started up any time.
Pretty much does in the background.
It was in the store.
Yeah, I had to go to the store to
It'll
get it.
come down through the store. It's a gigabyte, and that'll take care of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, if you haven't gone to the store, then you haven't got it.
Mine auto updated. I guess I have
No,
my
there's
store
only-
set to do that. But
Yeah, mine made me go to the store and do it before I could play.
Yeah, well, mine hasn't made me go to the store, but that's why because I've got the temporary fix in my community, and I've noticed no change over the last week. So obviously, you have to go to the store and make a decision to load it in.
Did it automatically for me for some reason.
Mine was made.
I'd know.
me too.
I'd know if it was in because the flaps get reduced by half.
Yeah, and they definitely told you to take it out of your.
Yeah. No, well, see, I've got the
community
Steam
folder.
version, so I think I have to go into store and actually physically load it.
Yeah, maybe. I got into Microsoft, so mine just takes me there.
Oh, I didn't do that. I have no idea if I have it.
You can just quickly check your flight sim version to see whether you've got the update by going to your server settings, and it'll show 1.13.17.0 if it's got it, and I think it's .16.0 if you don't have it.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, I do have it.
I think everyone's landed, so we can take off. Yeah, this would be a nice place to go visit. I don't think to go like hopping one island to the other. Just stay on one island and just relax there. I think it'd be nice.
Unless you had your icon, then you just...
Yeah. If I was like a Bing Dinger with my icon.
Yeah, the temperature on these islands is really steady all year, like low 20s, pretty much high teens all year.
Yeah, Tenerife's my home from home. Get away from the British weather.
You ever took the car across the mountain range to the other side?
Yes, I have.
Beautiful beaches there.
Got also done a cruise in the north, stayed there and state the main resorts to the south as well.
Any baby developments, Sizzling? How's your wife doing?
She's doing good. Tomorrow we're having a little like birthday party for my son because he turned he turned 2 on Monday, and then it'll also be 1 month till the due date because the due date's April 6th. So.
Nice.
I wouldn't say anything in the next week or two, but after that, then it's
Could be go time.
yeah, any moment. That'll be like, honey, sorry, I gotta go. I got this big contract. We're just about to sign here. She'll be like,
Is your mom available?
is my mom? No.
No, I meant her mom.
Oh, her mom. Her mom's around, so. But no, I'll be there.
I thought you were going to say, honey, I have a live stream I have to do.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a joke last week, I think. Said, oh yeah, I gotta go. I got a flight with the guys, you know.
It's called the year of living dangerously.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad sent me this video of this guy on Facebook. Like, he's probably in his early to mid 60s, and he says he starts talking about his wife, about how he was like telling her, you know, you need to do the dishes more and all this kind of stuff, and he just rambles and rambles for about like 3-4 minutes. At the end, it says, and the buddy was found dead in his house, and he had something shoved right up his wazoo, and pretty much his wife killed him. I was like, oh, what a video. We're coming up to La Gomera. Golf, Charlie Golf. What's M? M as in Mary? Or Martini? My list is covered with client paper now. But yeah, we're off to La Gomera Tycoon. I wonder, like, are all these like volcanoes or like used to be volcanoes?
It's a volcanic island chain. Some of them are,
Okay.
some of them are dormant and some are active.
Okay. Yeah, because pretty much every island's got a big crater.
think at some point in time everything was a volcano.
Yeah. I was a volcano in my former life.
There's a volcano in Nova Scotia. I forget what the name is.
Mount Hope?
I don't think so.
No. Mount Hope's the senior complex.
So I went on a tour of La Gomera, one BC, or 1 year before COVID.
1 BC.
Yeah, that's good. I like
Yeah.
that.
That's great. Yeah, I like that.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Really interesting, really steep, like gorges and like valleys and that. So the natives there, they have like a they communicate by whistling. They have like a language that's entirely based on whistling, and that's how they one native tribe originally would communicate to each other, was just whistling across the valleys.
Oh,
That was
whistling.
really cool.
I thought you said wrestling.
Yeah, same here.
Interesting.
Chokehold.
Yeah, they would communicate by whistling across the valleys. It was kind of interesting. They teach you how to do it, like on the tour. It's quite cool.
So you went on a tour so you can teach us then?
Yeah, no, I'm not that good.
I think I might have seen something about that, like tribe or whatever it was. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's quite cool. It's quite interesting. Just done a day trip. You can take a trip across from Tenerife across to here, and it's you can tour around the mountains, and that is really cool.
Bit of a crosswind on that London.
Yeah, last week we had island hopping. This week we got island hopping. I think we're gonna continue on the theme next week. Island hopping. You gotta find some more islands. And I guess depending how close they are or far from each other, then I picked a plane from that. We're not gonna do a Cessna 152 here. Would be here all weekend.
That's what we did in the Turks and Caicos.
Well, yeah, we had the Cub, but you wouldn't take the Cub here because it'd be 2 hours just to get from one island to the other.
A lot of water.
Yeah.
Should I be able to see other players on the VFR map?
Nope.
No.
No? Okay, good. Just making sure.
gun pilot, you flying it already?
Yeah, I'm sitting up waiting to take
Okay.
off, man.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good to take off. Because I could see your name tag was down, but I wasn't sure if you were down on the landing or not. Yeah.
I was just sitting on the end of 09 waiting for everybody else to come in.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you're in the citation, so you're a little quicker.
Yeah, I'm just flying with stage of flap out. Slows me down a bit.
Oh, nice. Now, you wouldn't be able to do that in real life, would you?
Sure you could.
Fly with stage of flap. Depends if you're still within the white arc or not.
Okay.
I know a guy put his flaps out outside the white arc and bent the flap.
Did he get to his destination in time?
Yeah, he was approaching, but he hadn't got inside the white arc. He was way outside and just bent the flap strut.
Wow.
Does that mean, Gun, that you shouldn't use, you shouldn't set your flaps until you're in the white?
Sorry, what was that?
I mean, you shouldn't set your flaps until you're low enough, until you're in the white? Like,
Yeah, you normally got a speed at which you shouldn't deploy your flaps over.
Yeah, and
it's normally called the white arc.
Sometimes hard to get there without flaps, though.
Yeah, it depends on the setting and like the TBM.
So
there's a little sticker on the left side of the column there. It says 178 knots for takeoff and 122 for landing config. So 122 is your white arc.
Lied to us in Top Gun. We hit the brakes, fly right by.
That works too.
Yeah, so long as you've got crash turned off, you can set your flaps whatever you like.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Didn't he just dump his power in Top Gun? Didn't he just dump his power and go up elevator?
Yeah, his control movements didn't make any sense for what he did. It's movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully we realised the computer wasn't doing it.
What's the gear speed for the TBM for lowering the gear?
Same as first notch of flaps, 178.
Okay, cool.
I like it when it's like that. Makes it easier to remember.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Because it takes a lot to slow this plane down, so I didn't know what you could do. Like, yeah.
How's it going, Casey Pilot?
Going pretty well.
Yeah.
Anybody else got the TBM improvement?
Yeah, I
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
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 Do your visors work?
Yep.
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 You just have to click them?
You click and hold it. Click and drag.
It should tell you.
Do you have a co-pilot too sitting in yours?
I found the secret of getting, because I don't know when that changed. I think it was the last update a few days ago, but it messed up one of my quick views because there was both a pilot and a co-pilot. But I found out if you set the weight on the pilot and co-pilot below 100 pounds, they disappear.
You can click the red button, and that will make them disappear.
Ah, thanks. I didn't know about that.
Towards where the door would be on the pilot side, and in the same place on the co-pilot side. It's a little red button.
This is
Thank
display
you.
backup.
Yep.
Trent, when you say click and drag, it reminded me of a couple of years ago. I was the junior, and the senior on the team asked me, "Hey, can you help me with this in Excel?" I said, "Yeah." Said, click and drag. She looked at me. She says, "How do you do that?" I was like, I was pounding myself on the imaginary wall. I was like, really? Like, she's getting paid more than me, and she doesn't know how to click and drag.
Bless her.
And I remember calling my dad that night. I said, "Hey, Dad, if I told you to click and drag in Excel, you know what that means?" He's like, "Yeah, hey, click and drag." I said, "Yeah, well, lady about like 5 years younger than you didn't know what I was talking about."
Even if it's the first time you're hearing that expression, it's not too difficult to understand what it probably means.
Yeah, click and drag.
So if you're flying the TBM on the captain side window, there's a little placard there with all the V speeds listed, the maximums there. I think every airplane has a placard like that somewhere.
Most of them do, yeah.
Landing gear.
First thing I noticed when I got the TBM mod was how concerning it is you can just open the cargo door by a push button next to the passenger seat. It's a bit strange. As a pilot, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that.
I imagine they might have some kind of fail-safe for that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so. There must be, surely. Yeah.
Oh, give it a try.
Even just a flip-up cover would do it.
Since the mod, every time I start the aircraft, like, everything's dark. I have to turn the brightness up above the light.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Yeah, it's default down, isn't it, in the mod, and default up in the original.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
purchased the Canado Piper earlier, just before this flight. Going to try that out later.
Oh yeah.
I know Just Flight have got one as well, haven't they? But I couldn't wait.
Yeah, because I thought they were both releasing around the same time.
Yeah, I believe they were. I just saw it come in the official store, and just for convenience, because it doesn't install in the community folder, it installs in the official, and it just gets less confusing. So I was like, well, I'm going to give this a try.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys noticed, if you like purchase like from a third-party store and then it appears in the official, and it can get confusing with what's where. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just buy it from the Microsoft store.
Well, because like other than like Orbix or Contrail, it's you've got to go and download the stuff from the whatever store you bought it from, and then install the new update. While within the the marketplace, it does it automatically.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so it's just convenient for updates and stuff. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to go with this version.
Please take off without me if I'm the last one. I was doing tech stuff.
Coronados are only available on the in-game store anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't get them outside.
Has anybody noticed the glow around your aircraft is gone, or it seems to be for me anyway?
That's supposed to be in the upcoming update. That's just the ambient occlusion.
Well, I don't know. Mine just doesn't seem to be there today.
I seen it in a shared cockpit flight earlier.
Isn't it when you're only in cloud?
Is anyone else seeing people like floating really high up in the air?
I'm just gonna. It's gonna.
I've got a DLC. I've got DLC airport here, so that
will do it. Yep.
Yeah.
I've been coming into landing for when you get 3 people sat in a triple aircraft seat coming straight from the wind screen.
Because when you said floating planes, I was going to say, yeah, Flavio is floating, but he was landing. All right, we can take off. So this time we're actually crossing through the island, so we'll be able to see more.
The plane looks fun, la-di-da.
It's bloody good fun.
I think once this pandemic's all over and done with, I think I might just like book a flight somewheres just for the fun of flying. I won't be able to be the captain, but at least just be on a flight. Travel somewheres. Well, because last Saturday, they said for the next 4 weeks, can't go in and out of Halifax, where I am. So we couldn't go to the rest of the province. Well, then yesterday they said that as of this morning, that's been lifted. But it was supposed to be 4 weeks. I'm like, wow. It's not like I was going out of town anyways. I'm like a groundhog. I come out of the basement every February 2nd.
What's your daily death toll there, Popcorn?
Like non-existent. Because because last week we had 13 new cases in a day, and so then that's why they had the stricter measurements or tougher restrictions. But I'm not sure how many deaths, but there's not many here. And then I look at Texas, and I'm like, Texas, okay, you write about 200 to 300 deaths a day, and about 4 to 10,000 new cases a day, and now you want to go with no restrictions, no social distancing, no masks. I'm thinking, what? And then here we're like, because we got 13 cases in one day, we're like, oh, the panic. Like, there's something
Yeah, I was
doesn't
gonna
jive.
say, like in the UK, like 13 cases, that'd be our best day since March last year. It's just...
Yeah, well, 13 cases, not the whole country, it's just the province, but the province is, I don't know, maybe half of the UK. The
I mean, even
size.
so, like my local area is 50 now, and that's regarded as really good. It's,
Yeah.
But how many people what's the population of the province though? Is it really like about 30 million? That's what half of UK would be, or half of England.
Oh,
would be.
yeah, no.
1 million.
I thought.
Yeah, 1 million max.
Yeah.
All of Canada is like 30 million, right?
Yeah.
38, yeah.
Smaller than California.
Yeah, Popcorn, I just put in your community flight chat screenshot. Should have put a waypoint over to the volcano, extinct volcano. Have a look at it.
Yeah, I see that. I think I might be going there. Because I'm off the magenta line.
You've got to go about 90 degrees off course to the left.
Is it the highest peak?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, it looks good flying over it.
Let's make a quick detour.
I think it's about 12,000 feet, I think, if I can remember rightly.
Yeah, because I'm at 8,000 and I still need to climb.
And the higher you are, the more appreciation you get of it. I think I was about 17,000, 18,000 when I took that shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been up
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty impressive.
It's beautiful up there. Been up there in real life, and it's and I've been there. I'm not coming up there now, but I've been there in the sim before, and it is amazing.
Looks as though there was a much bigger volcano here at one time, and it's blown up part of it, and then reformed a new peak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can lose hundreds of meters of height in one eruption.
Can you imagine
you
the
can see the
boom?
hole around the edge there, or the line of where the old peak would have been. It would have been huge.
Can't imagine the boom that would have made.
It must
flew over Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines a few weeks back, and the last eruption in '91, it was 8 times out of the last one, Mount St. Helens, the force of it, and it decreased the size of the volcano by 300 meters.
Wow.
It's blew it to smithereens.
Take it this one's still active then?
I think they said it's dormant, like they're not sure. It had a really big, its last eruption was huge. And what I learned when I went up there, it was a year and a half ago, they said that might have been the last one. You know, they're not certain, but they think it might have, you know, had its last big eruption. But they're not sure. This is just what I learned on the tour I had of it.
Yeah, no, it just looks like of course, just the texturing on here. It looks like a lot of that's more recent, but of course, recent geologic time is 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was 1917. I think they said that. I'm not certain on that. I have to Google that.
It's impressive, though.
Are we supposed to be landing at Los Rodeos?
Yeah, Los Rodeos.
Okay, I better get down from 8,000 feet then.
For the running of the bulls.
Thanks for pointing that out, Gunny. That was a nice little flight over.
Yeah.
Little detour.
Yeah, it was a highlight of the island, I think.
Cool.
And once you're past it and you look back, it almost looks like a pyramid.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Electric Palm. First time I've been in a flight event and flown with this many people at the same time. So it's a novelty. How you doing?
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
So you know, you mentioned it looks like a pyramid. When I went to La Gomera, that was something they mentioned on the trip. It casts a perfect pyramid shadow over La Gomera in the evening. It looks incredible.
Yeah.
It looks like just like a pyramid. Yeah.
Maybe that's how they built the pyramids. Well, when we were in Egypt a couple of months ago, I didn't see any volcanoes, so maybe not.
Went for a walk on that New Zealand volcano on White Island before a couple of years before it blew up. It's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary, that thing. They're trying to do the helicopter pilots for negligence for going out over there to rescue people. It's ridiculous.
It's silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, people that were injured, they were horrible injuries.
Yeah. Boiled.
Mm.
But yeah, they're trying to say that the pilots shouldn't have gone over there, which is ridiculous because some of those people wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for those pilots.
And the downside of the pilots going over there was la-di-da? Why are they having to go?
Well, because it was deemed not safe. because it was an active eruption. So I guess they went against FA or whatever it is, FAA regulations or whatever.
To me, like they awarded a medal.
Say that again.
Sounds to me like they should have been awarded a medal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But people are always trying to pin the blame on someone. Someone's got to take the blame, haven't they? But yeah, I don't know. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's the insurance companies not wanting to pay.
Because they didn't send the Westpac, like the emergency helicopter out there. They didn't send that out there. So these pilots, they were on the shore on the mainland, could see that it erupted, jumped in the helicopters and just flew straight out over there. Rescued as many people as they could.
Yeah, good on.
And now they're in the shit for it, which is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It seems like a strange fight to pick now.
Yeah, they're better off just to keep their mouths closed.
So this airport, Los Rodos, I don't know if any of you have heard of it. This was one of the worst air disasters ever, basically, happened. I don't know if you heard of it when there was.
This is Tenerife North?
Yeah, when there was thick fog and KLM aircraft was told to hold short, and another aircraft that was lined up in the opposite direction misheard it, or the other way around, I'm not quite sure. And they had a collision on the runway, and it's one of the worst air disasters in the world.
Yeah, I think it was a TWA 747 as well, KLM.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
That's exactly why I chose this airport.
Maybe we should reenact it, but half of us go to one side.
Yeah.
As I say, sat the opposite end of everybody else on the runway.
Yeah. We could
everyone.
we could take off and do a reenactment.
I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
I love learning that stuff.
Yeah, especially when you don't plan it out like that.
Get hooked on that air crash investigation show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I love that.
I was sitting here playing Flight Simulator when the news came on about that United jet in Denver, and I was kind of hearing it. I just thought it was a small plane at first. It took me a while to realize what was going on, but that's a great story. Everything worked perfectly.
Except for the engine.
Except for the engine, yes. But after that, good on the pilots. Everybody in the plane performed perfectly.
Talking about the crash or where everybody died?
No, I'm just talking about the incident in Denver about 2 weeks ago, was it now?
Yeah, Pratt & Whitney.
That was in Denver, the one with the engine that blew off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It wasn't, no metal came out of that engine. The cowling and the exterior fell off, but the engine contained the flying metal. Because that's when you get a problem. When you, like Southwest had metal shoot into the cabin from an engine.
Yeah, okay.
a pretty big city here.
Yeah.
It's the capital, Santa Cruz.
What do I have on? Oh, ITT. I thought I had to like the landing gear on or something. Nope.
Oral warning, okay.
I just had a Boeing 747 just fly by me, but it wasn't steak, so I wonder if he was looking for us on Wednesday night to try to bomb the flight.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was wondering where Gollum was. I didn't realize he's not here tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I saw earlier this week, or maybe it was last weekend, it was practicing for another King Kong versus Godzilla fight in the sky. the 14 and 15-year-old in airplanes. Yeah, last weekend I was my wife's last set of shifts, so it was like my last set of like daddy daycare shifts for a while. Like obviously I'm still gonna watch my son, but it's not like she's off to work or anything. So I put it on Disney Plus, but I wanted to see what Star had because Star's now on Disney Plus. And I'm scrolling through the shows, and all of a sudden, a Family Guy pops up. My 2-year-old looks, he's like, And then I passed it, so then I went back to it, and then it was like he was pointing towards the TV, so I was like, all right, you want to watch Family Guy? Let's watch Family Guy, episode 1. And then he was like, every time Peter tried to laugh, my son was laughing. I'm like, oh man. Got the kid hooked on Family Guy at 2 years old. You'll learn some good old family values.
Kids go back here in the UK on Monday, and I know people that are like throwing genuine parties because they're like, I don't have to homeschool anymore.
Yeah.
Hard.
They're only back for a week though before they break up for Easter again, aren't they?
Yes, yeah, that's true.
In the UK, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, a week's respite, better than none.
Yeah, my youngest, my daughter is in 6th grade. She's back in school, but her brother's in 8th grade. He's not. And then she's only back in school half day, 2 days a week. And the rest is online.
Yeah, I think it's just the younger years to go back first, isn't it?
Yep. March 12th will be 1 year since their last day.
And there's no sports or anything like that in California, like for the kids.
They're bringing them back, the outdoor stuff with restrictions right now. But basically, yes, this whole year everything's been pretty much canceled.
Because like I've heard of stories of like parents moving to another state just so that the kid can play sports to make it to like a good college or whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Just go to Texas.
Yeah, let's go to Texas. And while you're there, might as well go to Texas A&M or Texas State, whatever.
That windmill seems a little bit out of place down the valley. It should be on a hillside someplace.
Yeah, I got introduced to a new competition that I never even heard of it until a couple days ago. You know, they have the stall competitions. There's a guy that they run one that just started last year. It's called the Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas. And,
Okay.
And they've got a nice little course on a flight sim TO. Somebody's modeled the real airport there. The landing, it's 5 landing strips that you play this little thing with, some type of bush plane like a Carbon Cub. It was real fun.
I was saying that they listed that in the community events, didn't they?
Yeah, that's where I came across it in the community events, and it's 100 miles from where I live. So I was like, let me check it out. The
Oh,
guys
nice.
were showing me the ropes, and it was pretty cool.
Let's check that out. Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a real
that
pretty
looks like
area too.
Yeah, it looked nice. I downloaded it. I'm going to do it in private time because I couldn't do it. I was not available. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I had to get on YouTube and look it up. Apparently, just this particular one just started last year, but they have a lot of YouTubes that show you how to run the course, and it's pretty fun.
Well, I saw something. There's the Zenith CH701 stall. That they have competitions in real life with that, where you go like 3 or 4 airports and you like pick up. You go, you'll touch down, you hurry up, you pick back up, and you hop around the 2, 3, 4 airstrips, and the quickest time wins. I was like, huh.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's got 4 airstrips, and you take off, land on the next one, then you got to do it 180 real quick, take back off the same way you came in, and do that on each one of the 4 airstrips, and then come back and land on the one you started. And you cross the start-finish line, you have to have your wheels on the ground, and then stop before the end of the runway, of course.
Yeah.
That Zenith's a lovely plane. I've got it. It's really nice cockpit visibility and it's really aerodynamic.
Yeah, when I fly that, I like it with without the windows. So then you can just look out and you're great visibility. And it's so obviously because it's a stall, it's easy to take off. Like,
I got you. You can take that off on a penny, can't you? You
Yeah.
really can.
yeah.
That extra flat notch that it has, and you can take it off from anywhere.
Have you tried the helicopter yet?
Helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the flights in TO, Airbus 135.
Oh.
Apparently it's a real pick to fly, but it's a helicopter. That's so
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing watching that YouTube about the contest last year is the guy that won it, he trailered his plane in, babied it, just takes it off and flies the contest and came back, and he just barely won it. The person that came in second place was a 17-year-old girl that flew her plane from California to Arkansas and flew in the contest and just missed out within a fraction of a second.
Oh, wow. On your approach in, you'll see all the resorts on the water. You can see the turquoise water in the pool.
I've been here too. Mas Palamas. It was 30 degrees Celsius in January. if you're from the UK, that's just lovely.
Oh, nice.
Just dip the wheels in the water to cool off the brakes.
I think I miss as a holiday.
It's gonna be a little tough there for the Boeing. So 2,746 feet. Oh.
Didn't need that wing.
Yeah. Nor the other wing.
Since when did the Boeing start flying for U.S. Airways?
I understood that reference.
No, honestly, I'm flying the 747 right now, and I'm using a number pad, so it's actually like really difficult to do like rudder control. It's so difficult.
Yeah. I remember, well, I still have it mapped on my Stream Deck, the right and left rudder. Before I had rudder pedals, man, that was hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was it like
just
moved back to the center.
Yeah, it just jerks one side or the other. It's like 100% right or 100% left. Like you can't say, okay, I want 50%. No, it's full on.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, even now, like using the number pad, it's still like so horrible. Like I gotta get a flight stick soon.
We can take off now.
Deem myself so if I can land it better next time.
Can't get this to turn.
Has anyone noticed like a glitch on the 747? Like I don't know if it's the gear that glitches through the wings, but if you go in third person, it's kind of weird. Surprised it hasn't gotten fixed.
I haven't flown it lately, the last month or two.
Yeah, I mean, I like the A320 better. I think it's a lot more fun to fly,
Yeah. Especially when you're at, what, Dulles or Reagan? I forget which one I took off from. Well, there's
Reagan.
Reagan, yeah, because there's no runway long enough for it. I didn't. Yeah, and I didn't know it, so I was like, oh. Took me like 3 or 4 times, and then I finally took off. Trimmed some trees.
Like to overweight the Boeing. I'd
Yeah.
like to see how short of a runway I can get it to take off on. And they do use these as cargo planes. It's just the A320 is like, you can't do that with the A320. It just like,
Yeah.
doesn't work sometimes.
Quite a few wind turbines down there.
There's a solar farm as well.
It's like an FAA rule about flying over wind turbines. It's-
Yeah, electric. Was it you that put the wind turbines there?
Yeah, could have been.
And I see you've got it as electric in Discord, but in Flight Sim you got it as electric.
Yeah, I know, it's a funny mistake, and I never got round to changing it, which is bad really. And sometimes my actual Xbox player comes up with Warrior Sky or something, and I'm trying to change it, but I can't seem to change it.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, in Discord you can change your name for everything, or you can change it per server that you're in. Because, like, obviously mine's Sizzling Popcorn, but in other servers, like, I've had my real name, like, depending on what you're doing in each server, like.
I've only been using Discord for about 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm just still trying to find my way around it. I thought the FS Discord was the only one where you could actually chat to other pilots, but apparently there's like loads of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because
Is that it?
I was the same way.
yeah, because there's no way of talking within a sim, and you know, like some people they want to do like a class action lawsuit on that, but you know.
What's going to change when the Xbox was released in the summer? They're going to change that, I wonder.
I think for Microsoft Flight Simulator to have the like a voice channel inside the game, I think there's some legal issues with that, because how can they police it?
Right.
And really in their terms of service, it's about having fun, and you know, like, no bullying, no, like, it doesn't say no swearing, but it's pretty clear that it's supposed to be like family friendly. In a flight simulator, it's hard to then do that and police it. So yeah, Discord, you can do that.
That's why we can't see the nameplates, isn't it? Because it's like they can't profanity filter it, so
Yeah.
they're blanked out.
Is the flight simulator out for the Xbox yet?
No, that comes out in the summertime.
I wonder how that's gonna look. I mean, I'm sure it'll look really good on the Series X, but I wonder about like the Xbox One. Didn't they say that it's gonna be on like the older generation also?
I'm not sure about that, because I was thinking it wasn't going to come out on that, but if it does, how's that going to look? And all these add-ons, like,
I wonder if even do add-ons. That's my thing.
Yeah.
They've done it
It's look like FSX or something.
Forza Horizons, the car game. It has a pretty good add-on with Xbox. It's kind of similar to the marketplace on this one, and I think it's pretty good, even on just a regular Xbox. I can imagine what it would look like on the new one.
Obviously, won't be able to use like the website I use, like flightsim.to. Like, you probably won't be able to use that.
No.
I'm not sure.
You just can't see how it can run on the old Xbox, because I just spent a lot of money on my PC to make this look good, you know.
That's probably when they'll do the optimization.
But then that could work in our favour, couldn't it? You know, when they have to optimise it, it might get optimised for us. So
that might be, yeah, that would be really nice, actually.
Yeah, I just finished building this yesterday. I've got an i9 processor. I've changed the motherboard, I've changed the RAM, I've changed the graphics card. It cost me about $1,000 just for this game, but I love it.
How did you get your hands on a graphics card nowadays? Like the prices are crazy. Like, I bought mine right before everyone bought them all up.
Yeah, the graphic cards are a bit. I'm running a GTX 1050 Ti at the moment. I want a 20 series, but you just can't get one.
All big used for Bitcoin mining, aren't they? Or something like that.
yeah, they killed it, haven't they? I've got a 1080 and I was going to upgrade to a 20 or 30, but to be honest, I've got optimized for that now. It's not too bad, and I've heard people doing good on 1050s too. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I've set everything up and I'm managing sort of 30 to 40 FPS, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, and that's okay for this game, isn't it? If you're not in VR.
Yeah, 30 FPS is that? It's not bad.
Yeah, I've locked mine to 30 FPS. It's saving on saving on energy. You know, it's like to run about 30 to 40, and if you actually lock it to 30, you're saving power, saving the GPU. It looks fine.
And the thing is like you don't need to have like precise. Like you don't need 120 frames per second. Like if you're racing and you're looking for the apex, yeah, 30 frames per second. You might be fast, but you're still going to be slow because you're not getting enough frame rate to see the perfect apex. But flight sim, it's completely different.
Well, what really surprised me, I mean, I don't have VR, but I've heard from, I try to do as many community flights as I can, but like I've heard people saying they're quite comfortable, you know, with frame rates that were considered not acceptable for VR, and they're like, no, if it's straight and level flight or just routine flights, it's quite fine, and that was quite interesting to me.
But it also depends on the level of detail that you like as well, right? For the waves, the clouds, the trees, everything else.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm probably in about 25 frames right now in VR, and it's about to make me sick. I've got to change my settings tonight. I was fooling around with the settings before I came on here, and I was hitting about 32 to 35, and it was fine. But anything below that makes you sick.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully the update that's coming next week will start bringing that up. It'll get better.
Is that just going to be a patch that's coming out?
Yeah.
Well, I think mine VR runs a little bit better with that last update. I think with OpenXR, their improvement they just did.
Yeah, mine was running okay. And then I had to go in and mess with settings. Because I guess that's just what you do.
Yeah, sometimes too much.
I just got the new, I guess they call it a face interface for the Reverb G2 from VR Covers. It's a thinner pad and so your eyes get closer to the lenses, and so it's giving me a little bit more field of view, and a little bit the sweet spot, the sharpness area is a little bit increased. It's not dramatic, but it's made a nice little improvement.
Do you have to change your IPD when you do that?
I think I did tweak it a tiny bit, yeah, but only a tiny bit, yeah. It was nice though, and it's leather or whatever, so it wipes off easy. You know, that foam one was starting to get a bit funky.
Anyone use Track IR?
Yeah, I use it.
How'd you find it?
Yeah, it's good. I had to change my webcam because I had a 10-year-old webcam, but it's really good with a new webcam.
Yeah, no, it sounds good because I'm sat in front of a 50-inch HD TV basically, so I feel like that could work.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for it.
Remember something years ago called butt kicker? You put it on the bottom of your seat. It's supposed to sort of simulate landing, like a rumble on a runway.
Yeah.
Chair vibrate.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at that yesterday, and I've been thinking about getting one of those.
Because you can also get something, it's like a pad, rather than the butt kicker, it's a pad that you sit on, and then it's like it spreads that out around you, so you get that motion feeling. Never tried it, but
You can set your PC on the washing machine.
oh, I almost had like a heart attack. It's because I saw Aerodroma del J something LEBK 750 feet. I thought that's where we were landing. I'm like, we can't land at 750 feet. But it's not that one, it's the next one.
That attitude.
Yeah, 11,000.
Was it crashing in this game with VR? Is it like pretty intense, or is it just like kind of like normal?
I've done it with DCS, and it's a fun experience.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
Projecting
I don't know.
must be interesting.
Yeah, really.
Well, these group flights where people are taking off straight at you, that really does get a bit sometimes. You want to duck, but you go straight through you.
Flight or flight response.
Sometimes on the group flights, the runway disappears because there's 25 people trying to land.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like...
I have fallen out of my seat going to lean on the co-pilot's seat to look out the window. And
Yeah.
then I realized there's nothing there, and I've fallen out of my own seat going, oh yeah, they can't lean on that, it doesn't exist. Idiot.
Sometimes I want to reach down there and grab the throttle.
Yeah, I can see that.
But you know, I've heard you can stick your head basically out the window on VR.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
When I ride those planes with the no cockpits or whatever, I get my daughter to come in and like blow in my face there, simulate a little bit of wind effect there.
Get like a box fan and some noise canceling headphones.
Yeah.
Get a glass of water, you think you're too low.
Yeah, what's really cool is when you're in VR, you can just stand up, scoot over about a foot, and you're outside standing on the wing of the aircraft, looking around at everything.
Yeah, that sounds sweet. I just love to like just get in a Zenith or something and just get in VR and fly, but I just feel restricted being stuck on a 1080 and not being able to buy another graphics card. I'm like, now's not the time. So.
80's still pretty decent though. Like I have a 2060 and it only gets like 30 frames per second. I think optimization is honestly what you really need. I wouldn't even consider upgrading.
Yeah, to be fair, it isn't it? It's all about tweaking. It's like I'm getting frame rates that like you just said, like at people on 20 series, I'm getting the same on the 10 series. You know, you've got to get in there and tweak it. And you'll get a good performance.
Yeah, I have a 1080 and I'm running a G2 with it, but at 50% resolution. But it's still sharp enough. I mean, I can read all the gauges, even the really tiny print. Yeah, and it's fine. I mean, the frame rate's a little slow. Like hard banks, that gets a little bit kind of tough. But yeah, most of the time it's fine.
Yeah, if I keep out of photogrammetry, it's fine. It's like you said, that 50% as well. A lot of people say don't do that, but I'm using a 4K TV, and so obviously running at 50%, so rendering at 1080, and it's fine for me. Everything's crisp, clear, I can read it. But I've seen a lot of comments saying don't do that, but it's fine for me.
I think you'd melt your GPU if you ran it at 4K.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, it's a slideshow, yeah.
Honestly, it's fine with when you're outside the plane. It's just the cockpit is where the frames really, it eats the frames really bad.
Yeah, the same thing here.
Yeah, I just bought a 32-inch monitor because I couldn't read the dashboard and put the 22-inch monitor above it for my nav aids, and it works really well.
Yeah, I think if I bet they could optimize the cockpit, and it would be just fine. Because looking at the world, it's okay. Nothing.
Frames are way lower. Like I think there's like 20 FPS difference between the outside of the plane and the inside of the plane, cockpit and exterior. And
I can see that.
I always thought it'd be different.
The funny thing, I don't know how you run yours. I'm running that OpenXR. Before this latest OpenXR, I had to run the OpenXR at like 50%, and then I could run the sim about 70. And since that new version came out, I changed some settings around. I'm running it at 100%, and then running the sim at 70, and it's a lot crisper.
I'm running both at 70. I think it's like, I just changed mine to 85 on OpenXR and then 70 in the game. And it's still, I'm tweaking it out though right now. It's not perfect.
Yeah, I found it became much crisper when I just did 50% on OpenXR and 100 in the game, so that you're doing exactly half the pixels of the headset. Then everything became, because now it's not doing sub-pixel blurring between frames, and so it suddenly became much crisper for me when I did that. When I did, 70 times 70 is 49%, and so at 50% you're basically the same there. But to me, I was shocked at how much sharper it was, doing perfect.
That's my biggest problem is I can't see the buttons on the dashboard, like the autopilot button. I'm just kind of guessing where it's at.
Oh no, yeah, it crisps right up for me when I do that at 50 and 100. The 100, I have to drop it down when I'm doing the group flies to like 80 in the game, because 100 is just a little too jittery.
Are you running motion reprojection at all?
No, I turn that off. That stuff really makes me ill. Everything go.
Yeah, I still run better with that. That's still seems smoother to me, but like I said, you got to tweak it around all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're running your custom render skill in OpenXR at 50%?
Yeah. In the game at 100.
I'm gonna try that out. Let's see. Can you do that while you're in game, or do you have to go out and come back in?
I think for the OpenXR you have to restart the game to get to change the render settings.
That makes sense.
The game obviously you can change it, but the OpenXR you have to change and then restart the game.
And then you change all the settings, and it works great. And then Tuesday happens, and the shit hits the fan because everything's all changed again.
Yeah, that's true. Glass cockpit as well definitely makes a difference on frame rate, doesn't it? I think if you've got a glass cockpit aircraft, it has more of an effect when you're sat, you're saying sat inside and sat outside. if you're sat inside a mechanical aircraft, it doesn't seem to dip as much as it does in a glass cockpit aircraft. For myself, anyway.
Yeah, definitely the glass cockpit puts a much bigger strain on it. But I still have to run mine in high resolution or high refresh because I hate that jerky looking glass cockpit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, if I was a VR, I couldn't handle that. I keep on medium now, but it is irritating.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Man, this looks like a good place to visit.
Landing gear.
Yeah, all these islands are nice. Like,
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
but I think I'd rather just take one of them and just stay there to a whole week or two, or
Landing gear. Landing gear.
or hey, I could stay there for a year.
Landing gear.
I work remotely anyway, so
Landing gear. Landing gear.
if I need any client meetings, yeah, come to my office. Where's your office? Oh, I'm in the Canary Islands.
Landing gear.
Just a little hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah. With your 120 grand you're paying a month, I'll fly you over.
Yeah, I'm quite bitter about that. I do remote IT, and I had the option, 1BC as I called it earlier, to go to Tenerife and stay. My parents have got a place over here, and I didn't. And so, yeah, spent the last year staying in the UK.
Yeah.
I could have been here. Why did I not do it?
I see our friends arrived.
Yeah.
I see the one thumbs down.
Dedicated.
Yeah, dedicated. Every video since it's been at least one. Well, it's not at least. It's just one dislike, and I know who it is.
Can't tell who it is, right?
No, it doesn't show you, but I know who it is.
That's because Popcorn's so famous, he gets stalkers now.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've got to get off, but that was good fun. Thanks again, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, see you in a couple of weeks.
Take care, man.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Don't work too hard.
I won't. Well, we'll try not to. See ya.
See ya. Hey, what he should do is he should ask his employer if he can work remotely. He's a pilot or something like that. Can I work remotely? I'm tired of going into the office.
Go get a drone pilot or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if the U.S. military can do it.
Yeah, I do think they fixed the flap, so I think they're right now.
Yep, feels fine.
Pretty busy airport here.
I have to bail out too after this landing. Thank you, Sizzlin.
Yeah, no problem, Joe.
Everybody. Yep.
Always nice to have you around.
Thanks. See you guys soon.
See ya.
Yeah.
Take care.
See ya.
See you later. It's 2 o'clock in the morning for me as well, so I think I'm going to have to retire. Thanks for the Okay.
Yeah, no problem. See ya.
See you
We
later.
only got one more hop left anyway, don't we?
Yeah, one more hop.
Exactly.
After the next landing, I'm gonna have to take off too.
Be another botched keypad landing. Can't wait for it. Canary should hire me though.
Oh yeah, because you're in the 747. You can
You
do
guys don't
it.
have to wait for me. You guys could take off if you want.
You can have you can have a dogfight with the A320. All right. Yeah, we're good. We can take off.
Gonna be a good landing by my standards.
Ooh. I'd like to see the reaction to the passengers when the captain of the A320 decides to, fly upside down. Hey everyone, just announcing that we're going to fly with the belly up. Ah! We're gonna die, we're gonna die. No, we're fine.
A320 is really hard to get to fly upside down. There's like a bank angle limiter on it or something.
Well, Krabby's got it upside down, but then he lands it in the water.
Yeah. Taking after me.
Has anyone tried the Spitfire that was released today?
3?
No. I think
Nope.
it's,
$35, I
30.
think.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm tempted. I might have to get that tomorrow.
There was a stream.
Oh, sorry, go.
There was a stream on a couple of hours ago of a whole bunch of people flying the new Spitfire. Can't remember what the name of the user was.
Yeah, that's what I was watching. That's what I was going to mention. Yeah.
Oh, I have to go find that. Cool.
Are these volcanoes over here to our left? It's got an indentation in them.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
These are all volcanic islands.
Yeah, I was watching just before the shared cockpit. They got the Spitfire and they're flying around in it. It looked nice.
Who made a Spitfire?
No, I think it's Iron Horse or Iron something. Or I've forgotten the name.
Iron Maiden?
It's in Bush Pilots. Hang on, because you can see it, I think. Chat.
Yeah, I think right now you just have to buy it from their website. You can't get it in the store yet.
Yeah, and there's another company producing one as well, and I'm trying to decide if I want to wait and see which is the better of the two.
I downloaded that 737 Max last week, about 22 euros, something like that. It's not bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, because some were saying it was horrible. Lots of like YouTube videos saying don't even buy it, don't touch it.
Yeah,
And then
I saw the reviews, but to be honest with you, it's for 22 euros. It's not bad.
yeah, because well, you obviously you shouldn't be expecting like study level anyways.
Everything works on it. But once you get it all sorted out, autopilot works, and it all works perfectly.
Okay.
It's good, so it's not too bad for that money.
I've just pasted it into chat then.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, flying iron.
No throttle on my 747.
And if you get that, you have to get that a stick as well. That printable 3D printer stick they made. They got
Yeah, I
an
saw that. It was
exact
pretty cool.
replica of the Spitfire control stick.
And buy a 3D printer.
But VR must be pretty cool in the glider mod. The glider that they have. Got a pretty high vis cockpit.
I haven't seen that. I'll have to check it out. Where do
That
you
would
get
be
it?
interesting.
Oh yeah, it's on that flightsim.to website, and the glider is pretty cool. There's a mod for you can get towed also. So yeah.
Isn't that there's like 4 variants or something?
There might be 4. I've only seen one.
Because I have a glider, but there's like 4 of them.
Yeah, that's right, Pop.
Okay.
I did download the, I think it's a Carbon Cub with floats, amphibian.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've still got to play with that.
Oh yeah, that looked cool. That did. Someone mentioned it in the World Tour. Might have been yourself actually. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, and I'll do say the floats work. I haven't tried them out.
I know Charlie talked about making a flight, you know, like the Rockies with a plane that had skis. I'm not sure if it's that Cub or if it's a different one, but there's like a livery that comes with skis.
That'd just be neat to see.
Yeah.
Just to fly around then.
Well, because I think the Twin Otter, they're going to make it. I think it should come out with the first iteration with some skis. If not, I think later on they'll add some skis.
I like the Twin Otter. It's one of my favourites in the old flight simulator.
It looks like everyone came in the same livery for the TBM. like a purple livery.
I gotta head out. Thanks a lot, Popcorn.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, great flight, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Popcorn.
Thank you, Popcorn.
Thanks once again, buddy. That was fantastic. Catch up with you next week, eh?
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, catch you guys later.
Yeah, no, thank you, Popcorn. Very fun.
Yeah, no problem. Let's have you guys.
Take care, everyone. Enjoyed it.
A lot of fun.
Yep, everybody have a good one.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
Thanks again, Popcorn. Good time.
Always a good time.
Yeah, I'll go to bed now. It's getting close.
Yeah, get to bed.